Hello everyone, I'm your host Heather Dawson, and this week we're in beautiful Mission Bay here in San Diego. Our very own Audra Stafford shows us where to stay and play in this gorgeous water wonderland.
I'm here on one of the two Mississippi-style sternwheelers that cruise between the Catamaran and the Bahia, just one of the many fun ways to explore Mission Bay. Stretching across 4,200 acres of land and water, Mission Bay is the nation's largest man-made water park.
Mission Bay is the place to be.
Mission Bay is home to SeaWorld San Diego, where you can see Shamu in action, get an up-close look at Turtle Reef, and take a ride on Manta. Mission Bay is also where you'll find Belmont Park and the historic Giant Dipper roller coaster. And it's just a short drive from the world-famous San Diego Zoo and the airport, which makes it the perfect place to enjoy a vacation or staycation.
If you come to San Diego, you want to stay in Mission Bay.
And two of the most popular places to stay are the Catamaran and the Bahia.
The Catamaran Resort Hotel and Spa and the Bahia Resort Hotel are two great hotels right on the water, very family friendly for guests that want to really experience San Diego.
Among the things you can experience at the Catamaran, beachfront dining.
We have our restaurant, the Atoll, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have Maury's Lounge here with great happy hour specials and a really cozy atmosphere.
You can also experience water activities like wakeboarding, sailing, or stand-up paddleboarding. If you want to experience the ultimate in relaxation, there's the Catamaran Spa. Even just walking around the hotel's lush tropical grounds is an experience. These are a few of the Catamaran's more exotic guests. Say hi. They might even say hello back.
Hello, good boy. How about hi? Hi.
They sing, they dance, they're funny.
What's a pirate say? Arr!
And they can take pictures with the birds, the kids, which is really exciting.
Adding to the excitement at the Catamaran during the summer months, weekly luau's.
It's the real deal. We have out shows, dance shows, fire shows. We set up a huge Polynesian-inspired buffet with a whole pig that we roast. Guests come and get a lei and a mai tai and have a whole night right on the water experiencing this great Hawaiian tradition.
The Catamaran also offers weekly barbecues on the beach.
You're out overlooking the water, enjoying some great San Diego brews and delicious barbecues. We have every week our Wine by the Bay event.
Both of which, along with the luau's, are open to the public as well as hotel guests. Hotel guests at both the Catamaran and the Bahia can also hop on board the Bahia Belle for a free sunset cruise on Mission Bay. The cruises, which are also open to the public, run nightly during the summer months.
We have live entertainment on the boat, family hours in the beginning of the evening, and then later it becomes a cocktail hour for 21 and over with dancing on the dance floor. And guests of the Bahia love using it, coming over here for the luau, for example. So they board the boat over at the Bahia, cruise on over for the luau here at the Catamaran, and then go back after. And you don't have to drive.
It takes about 30 minutes to go from one hotel to the other. Once you step off the dock here at the Bahia, there's even more to explore. From the private beach, swimming pool, and tennis courts to the rescue seal pool.
We have a great partnership with SeaWorld, so back when they rescued two seals that couldn't be released to the water, we decided to build them a pond and give them a home here at the Bahia Resort. And Bill and Grace have been happy and very active ever since, and our guests love watching them.
Something else guests are sure to love, the Bahia's new Brazilian Carnival.
It's a dinner show out on the beach overlooking the water with traditional dance shows, food, drinks. We have exotic animals coming out to showcase, and guests can really get the real authentic experience here at the Bahia.
Just one more experience that will make your trip to Mission Bay a trip to remember.
The Catamaran as well as the Bahia Resort Hotel are family owned, so we truly understand what families are looking for when they come and spend their vacation that is so precious. So there is a lot to explore as a family here on site.
From Mission Bay, I'm Audra Stafford.
We're going live to one of the most photographed spring scenes in the country, the flower field in Carlsbad along the Southern California coast. Joining us is travel expert Jennifer Chan with a look at what visitors can experience during spring and summer. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
So what makes Carlsbad a must-see destination?
So Carlsbad truly has something for everyone. Here you're going to get 7 miles of pristine Pacific coastline, a charming walkable village with local shops and restaurants, and the most beautiful flower fields, which is where I am right now. Best of all, it's really accessible. It's a quick 45-minute drive from the San Diego airport, and there are new non-stop direct flights coming in here all the time. Spring is so magical here in Carlsbad, and as you can tell, it's in full bloom. I hope you can see all the vibrant colors behind me. There's actually over 50 acres of ranunculus flowers, and this makes it one of the most Instagram-worthy attractions in all of Southern California. The blooms typically run from March until early May, so you've got plenty of time to book your spring getaway and see it for yourself. And I've got to mention, our weather here is absolutely perfect. We have plenty of sunshine, coastal breezes, and this way you can enjoy our beaches, our coastal walks, all of our amazing lagoon activities. If you love nature and a serene setting, you have got to come to Carlsbad. You are going to absolutely love it.
It looks like a great place for the family and friends. What are some things that foodies can enjoy in the area?
Families love to come to Carlsbad because vacation planning is so easy. We have Legoland California Resort, which has over 60 shows, rides, and attractions. They also just opened Lego Galaxy, the newest expansion at Legoland, which is completely space themed. Here you can find the first ever indoor roller coaster, which is called Galactic Coaster. And riders can actually customize their digital spacecraft before blast off. So you're going to have a really unforgettable ride for the entire family. And for the foodies, I have to add that this is really a huge hotspot now. We've got Michelin recognized restaurants, we've got artfully tasting menus, and a thriving craft brewery scene. This all highlights fresh California coastal flavors. For more information, be sure to visit visitcarlsbad.com to start planning your spring getaway right away.
Cowspirit is the largest event in Southern California to benefit the American Cancer Society. Our very own Audra Stafford catches up with a remarkable woman behind the annual gala.
Hello, I'm Barbara Lazaroff. Welcome to Cut Restaurant at the beautiful Beverly Wilshire Four Seasons Hotel in the heart of Beverly Hills.
She's the co-founder of some of LA's finest restaurants, Cut, Spago, and Chinois on Main. She's also a successful interior designer and public speaker. But no matter how busy she may get, Barbara Lazaroff always finds time to give back.
I'm involved in a lot of philanthropic endeavors, and I think that comes from a passion to want to help, a passion to make a lasting change in our community and the world at large.
Barbara says her motivation to make a difference also comes from her 2 sons.
When you are a mother, you want to set an example for your children. You want to make them know that they are on this earth not only for themselves, but to make a difference for others.
One cause that's especially close to Barbara's heart is the American Cancer Society, which is why nearly 3 decades ago she co-founded the California Spirit event.
The Carlsbad Gourmet Food and Wine Gala is the largest event in Southern California that we have created for the American Cancer Society.
The annual event raises money for the organization's cancer research, prevention, and patient care efforts, and it features a full menu of mouth-watering delights from LA's top chefs.
You can expect to see some of the finest celebrity chefs in Los Angeles,
including Cut's own executive chef, Hugo Bolaños, who will be dishing up the restaurant's signature porterhouse steak.
There we are.
And possibly even the secret recipe.
We use a special seasoning blend here at Cut that gives us a set profile of all of our steaks. It's a mixture of garlic powder, celery seed, a little bit of onion powder. I won't tell you any more though because you know, but I can't tell.
Cowspirit will also feature premium wines and spirits like Desai Premium Sake and Patron Tequila, and live entertainment.
In addition to all of these celebrity chefs and the vintners, we also have a great raffle item this year. We have a Ford Fusion hybrid car.
To date, Cowspirit has raised more than $15 million for the American Cancer Society.
Often people feel I created the Carlsbad Gourmet Food and Wine Gala because I was touched by cancer myself. I have been now, but initially that wasn't the case. I knew that the cause was extremely important because I'd seen other people being touched by cancer. In that period of these 29 years, I lost my closest girlfriend, and on September 29th, I lost my beloved mother from stage 4 lung cancer. I also saw the advancement in protocols because of research by organizations like the American Cancer Society that have allowed people to have more birthdays. And the American Cancer Society is the official sponsor of birthdays, and I'm proud to be a part of this effort.
Bringing you the best of California, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
Diabetes hasn't slowed down this hot new driver from Bakersfield. Let's catch up with Roush Fenway's newest addition.
Ryan Reed. He's making his series debut, but he's also making a debut with Roush Fenway Racing.
Ryan Reed in the field driving for Roush Fenway. But one of the many things that make him unique is he's driving with type 1 diabetes. Diagnosed 2 years ago, you were told you'd never race again, and here you are making your nationwide debut.
I grew up watching my dad race and naturally wanted to be like Dad. It quickly became more than just a hobby. It became something I want to do for the rest of my life. I've been really fortunate to have a lot of success in each of the divisions I've been in so far. There's been some pretty awesome technology that I've been able to be a part of, and probably one of my biggest tools is called a continuous glucose monitor, and Dexcom makes it, and it mounts on my dash right next to all my other gauges, water temperature, RPM. So it's kind of like watching my water temperature, only it's my blood sugar. Driving for Roush Fenway is a dream come true for me. I grew up watching them, and so it was just instant chemistry. It's incredible to work with such a veteran team that has so much experience and knowledge that can help me on and off the tracks. It's pretty awesome. NASCAR is a one-of-a-kind sport. The fan base is so loyal, and they're just an incredible group of people that come together. The opportunity that anybody has to have a media outlet there is huge. The loyalty is there. I saw a study recently that showed that 1 in 2 NASCAR fans are at risk or have diabetes. You know, when I saw that, I knew that I had a responsibility to spread some awareness inside the NASCAR community, you know, and use the platform to its fullest potential. But using it to its fullest potential isn't just inside the NASCAR community. 26 million Americans living with diabetes, 79 million people have pre-diabetes. It's just such an amazing platform that we can use to spread awareness and do a lot of good. Collaborating with the American Diabetes Association this year has been such an amazing experience. They brought such a wealth of knowledge and passion to the program that it's been unbelievable. So if you wanted to get involved in the Drive to Stop Diabetes, probably the best thing to do, the first step to take would be go to drivetostopdiabetes.org, and there's so many different ways, and it explains it probably the best way it can right there on the website. There's merchandise you can buy, and that's a great start. You could have your name on the race car. You could be a part of the ad track activation. There's personal service stuff that we can do together. There's so many different ways to get involved in Drive to Stop Diabetes, and I think that's what makes it such a unique program, and I know I'm excited to be a part of it. You know, Ryan's mission, it wasn't even a foundation to begin with. It was just, hey, here's my story. I got diagnosed with diabetes, told me that I couldn't race anymore, and I'm out here trying to climb the NASCAR ladder. So follow along, and maybe you can find some inspiration. And that's how it started, and it's grown into what it has today, and I'm so proud of it. Yeah, I love to win races, and yeah, I love winning championships and all the success that comes with it. But the biggest success comes from, like I said, when someone walks up to me and says, you help make a difference. And that is as big of a win as any. That's as good of a feeling as going out there and winning a race or a championship.
Basically, his body doesn't produce insulin, was told he'd never race again. Here he is a couple of years later with his medical condition under control, doing what he needs to do to understand it, to manage it in competition, winning races.
Hi, I'm Lise Thurston with Coast to Coast TV. Route 66 is about to hit a big milestone. The historic highway turns 100 years old in 2026, sparking new interest in the classic American road trip. Here with some ideas for exploring Route 66 is author, actress, and travel expert Megan Kaiser. Welcome in, Megan.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So what makes Route 66 such an iconic American road trip?
Oh, from the vintage diners to those neon motels or quirky roadside attractions, Route 66 is truly an American legend. It's nearly 2,500 miles that cross 8 beautiful states, and communities along the route are gearing up for celebration. So it's the perfect time to check out my favorite travel site and app, Booking.com. As the official travel partner of the Route 66 Centennial, Booking.com is spotlighting the Mother Road ahead of its 100th and helping travelers plan their own unforgettable adventure.
And why are road trips, especially Route 66, so popular with travelers right now?
Yeah, road trips really are having a moment, and Booking.com knows the trends. Its 2026 travel predictions show that nearly 80% of travelers want more spontaneous, flexible road trips, and over 3/4 say they're drawn to road trips because they get to meet new people along the way. And the Route 66 Centennial is adding even more excitement, from car shows to foodie fest for fun stops along the way. There's something for everybody.
And if someone is planning a Route 66 road trip, what are some great places to stay and how can they plan the trip?
Yeah, finding those memorable places along the way are one of my favorite parts of a great American road trip. And the Booking.com app makes this easier than ever. Travelers can map out the route, stay organized, and discover a huge range of not only stays, but also attractions and activities all in one place. There's thousands of stays along Route 66, Chicago to Santa Monica. You can start in Illinois, end with a California sunset, plan it all so easily. These hotels, they are just stunning, fun, beautiful, you name it. There's something for everyone.
Well, thank you so much, Megan. And where can we go for more information?
To start planning your Route 66 vacation, just head to Booking.com.
Humanitarian needs are growing around the world, and in a new report is highlighting the response. The 2025 Caring for Those in Need report shows more than $1.5 billion in humanitarian aid provided over the past year, supporting food, clean water, healthcare, and disaster relief. Joining us now is Blaine Maxfield, Managing Director of Welfare and Self-Reliance Services, to share more about these efforts and how people can get involved. Welcome, Blaine.
Hi, Lisa. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. I want to hear all about this information in this report. Can you share some insights from it?
Yeah, you did mention the report and how it included $1.5 billion in humanitarian aid. So what does that look like? That aid was rendered in 196 countries and territories all over the world. There were more than 3,500 humanitarian projects. I love in the report that it highlights individuals, people that have been receiving the aid, and it also highlights those that are helping to provide service, particularly 7.4 million hours in volunteer service that took place. So what does that look like on the ground? Well, you mentioned it. It looks like getting food to a family that's in need. It looks like providing aid and health care to mothers and newborns. For example, last year, more than 20 million mothers and newborns received appropriate vitamins, and over 200,000 pregnant women were screened so that they could get appropriate care during their pregnancy. It also looks like disaster relief that happens in times of great need.
So a lot of times people want to help. So how can they get involved and volunteer, right, like in their own communities?
This is our favorite question. People will say, I want to help, but I don't know exactly how to help. We want to help them to put their best intentions into action. So we offer a free nationwide platform, justserve.org. You can go there regardless of your background. You'll be able to find more than 3,000 volunteer projects every month. So it's just as simple as this. Go to justserve.org. There you'll be able to put in your zip code, and then you'll be able to choose projects that are close to you and that best fit your schedule. Again, please visit us at justserve.org, put in that zip code, and we'd love for you to get out and serve.
I'm at one of the best classic car cruises in the nation, Cruisin' Grand in downtown Escondido. Cruisin' Grand features pre-1970s vintage cars that slowly cruise up and down Grand Avenue.
We love it. We love it, every bit of it. I mean, it's some gorgeous cars here. Very gorgeous cars. We're in the market. We're just looking around.
Hopefully someday we get to own one.
American hot rods, classics, antiques, and customs are all welcome here. One of the cars that got the most attention is this 1981 DeLorean DMC-12, best known from the movie Back to the Future. Reporting from Cruisin' Grand in downtown Escondido, I'm Jason Rasidlo.
Well, that wraps up this week from beautiful Mission Bay here in San Diego. If you missed any part of our show, remember you can go to our website. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.